Welcome to the Legacy of the Nerd, and today we are reviewing episode 4 of The Acolyte, and I can already tell you it is a vast improvement over episode 3. Episode 3 was just so bad. It was like bad characters, badly written, badly paced, didn't make a lot of sense in some places. Like, it just was not a good episode. I understand we had to get through these characters' origins and we had to tell it, but I don't think it was done well at all. There were some details that were not good, like, you know, the Immaculate Conception and Anakin not being special anymore. I didn't dig any of that stuff. But episode 4 was already a lot better in the first couple of minutes, man. So we are already starting, like, May is having big doubts about whether she should be doing her mission. You can tell, like, her seeing Osha alive has, like, rocked everything to her core. And she doesn't know why she's, like, serving this master. We have Osha on the other side of the Jedi Temple, and she just is like, I am not equipped for this. Like, I don't want to have to go up against my sister. I can't believe that she's alive also. Like, I actually saw her. And, like, yeah, the Jedi need to handle it. So we understand, like, Osha, like, she has, like, tried to dissociate herself from the Jedi because she has a lot of baggage on her. And that's why she can't be an effective Jedi. And she knows that. And that's why she can't effectively go up against her sister. And I'm glad, like, we're recognizing this in the show. Like, this is a major issue. Also, we see her and her interaction with X-23, Daphne Keene. I can't remember her name. It was like Jackie or something like that. But, like, they have something going on. I know the Jedi are supposed to be detached from, like, or not have emotional attachments to anyone, but there's clearly some kind of, like, vibing going on. They could just be just friends. It could be not a big deal, but obviously it may be something for Osha and not something for X-23. It's all kind of weird there. But I'm interested to see where that goes. I already know the scene everyone's going to get mad about.
Puzzle. Is he or they with us?
It's the scene with the pronouns. Yeah, like, I feel like this was more meant as a joke. That rat thingy was getting mad at Pip. And yeah, like, it was just kind of like a funny little interaction, but I can already see a lot of people getting mad at that. Also, like, Master Soul is clearly, like, hiding something. I feel like that what he's hiding is, like, the Jedi killed all the witches in episode 3, and they just kind of, like, glossed over that. And they're leading up to, like, the big reveal of that. That's what I didn't like about episode 3. Like, just say it, like, just get through it, because I feel like this is not going to be a big part of the story going forward, but I don't see it, like, affecting that many things. I feel like the big thing here is, like, what is going on with this Dark Master? Like, is he Sith? Is he not? Like, because the Jedi have, like, a big issue, like, recognizing that anybody else could have power besides them. And I'm glad we're seeing that, how the Jedi think of themselves and so highly. And we always know, like, that's always been the issue with the Jedi and them not seeing everything around them because they think, like, they're the center of the universe sort of thing. And that's that being the issue. And even Master Yoda talks about that. Also, why haven't we seen Master Yoda yet? Like, I feel like that's, like, a given. We need to be seeing that. We saw Master Adi Mundi. I think he's the Conehead guy. Like, we saw him there in the war room when Sol was talking with the other Jedi. I thought that was cool. It's a cool little cameo. Looks really young there. Last time we saw him, he was being slayed by a bunch of stormtroopers or clone troopers in Revenge of the Sith. So it was a cool little cameo to see there, and I enjoyed that. As far as the planet, like, with them searching for Kalnaka, Kalnaka had that little symbol again in his hut that we see that was on the forehead of May. So I don't know if that really means anything or not, but, like, the quest to go find Kalnaka, I actually really enjoyed that, and I had fun watching that. We saw Osha talking about, like, hey, you know, again, I'm not equipped for this, and everyone's kind of telling her, like, you need to face your past, you need to face yourself, and this is, like, a big theme that's been part of your life that we need to figure it out. And she's like, I don't know. There was one part where she messed with, like, some little buggy thing, and it attacked her, and she made a comment that, like, you know, she is more in tune with the Force for some reason at that time, and then it got something killed. So she was like, I don't even want to use the Force anymore because, like, it never works out for her. So I liked all that. We actually saw May go back on her mission. She was like, my sister's alive. That changes everything. That changes my loyalties. Like, we've been getting the sense that she is not completely, like, evil. Like, she has been questioning some things, like, especially with the first fight. Like, she could have killed innocents and she didn't kill innocents. So we've been getting that sense that she's not completely gone. Also, that guy she's with the entire time, I think they're insinuating that he's, like, the evil dude, but at the same time, I feel like that's an easy, like, like that's an easy guess for the audience to make, and that's probably not the situation, because they're even doing like we're never seeing them in the same place at the same time, and he's there on that planet, and yeah, and so I don't think it's him. I think it's just kind of meant for us to think that it's him. Yeah, and then we see, May does the whole reversal. She actually tries to warn Kalanaka, like, hey, I want to turn myself in. I'm not here to kill, like, the master is after you, by the way. And we see that, like, Kalanaka has already been killed by this master. He has, like, a lightsaber slash. And I really didn't expect that, because, there's been kind of like a confrontation in all the previous episodes with the masters, and he's just done. And we see the big reveal at the end, like the master's there. Also, we saw him floating down. I can't remember. Have we seen like anyone float in Star Wars before in the movies? I'm trying to think of Clone Wars also. Maybe Emperor Palpatine. But yeah, it seems like he was flying and landing. Like it didn't seem like a hover or like a force push or coming down. It seemed like he was like he was flying and he came down, which that is something we haven't seen before. But yeah, episode 4 obviously ends on a cliffhanger because we're on TV and we can just end like that. But he just like throws Osha just like she's nothing. Like we're getting the sense of his power. Like he just flicks her. And like I don't think anybody really has that power except for like some of the masters of the Jedi that we've seen in Palpatine and the Sith. So I'm really curious, like what is he? Is he Kylo Ren-ish kind of thing? Is he Sith? Is he just some kind of rogue Jedi? Really interested. But yeah, this episode held up so much better than the prior episode. I enjoyed it so much. I had fun watching it. Kind of reminded me a little bit more of the first 2 episodes, but the first 2 episodes had way more action. This episode was a lot more like story driven. I want to say it was character building, but it was definitely story driven. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. I thought it was really good. Left me wanting more for episode 5. Right now, we got 3 out of 4 good episodes. Not bad. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see y'all for the next one.